episode of the YouTube Editor's Perspective podcast. So it's just the normal bunch of people here. Lone, Proceed, the Compros.
Compros? We're German. This is a
Black
fact.
Germans. This works. that works. I don't know how, but apparently it works.
All right. So pretty much the things we're talking about today, we're going to be going into me and the Comp Bros just last weekend. Yeah, we'll still be last weekend. We're just at Ohayocon in Columbus, Ohio. I'm talking about that a bit, but first, we're going to get all serious here, I think, for the first time ever in this podcast. Talking about all the internet.
We've discussed these serious things. We just weren't very serious about them.
Yeah, kind of. But pretty much, we're going to be talking about all the SOPA ACTA business right now. And I mean, as far as SOPA and PIPA, I think it was.
HIPAA, yeah.
HIPAA, yeah. Those are kind of dead. But the same dude that implemented the SOPA, Lamar Smith, asshole, but he is tacking pretty much everything on SOPA onto this bill called the Protecting Children from Internet Pornographers Act of 2011.
Wonderful.
Yeah. It's pretty much, I mean, the front end of the bill, oh, we're trying to, get rid of child pornography. But it's just one of those things that, Congress people cannot say no to that easily.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are old people who will be fighting it. I mean, just best way you can do it, write to your local congressman. If you've listened to This Week in AMVs, I'm sure Nate has stressed on this, but definitely that. And there's also, if people are paying attention, ACTA, which is it's not a U.S., it's not a United States.
No, it's already trying to be implemented here as well. It is.
Well, no. I'm just saying it's not just the United States legislature thing. It's the world. It's pretty much all these different governments are trying to band together to get this bill in the way.
It's already enacted in many, many nations.
Yeah.
Sadly enough.
Which, I mean, it's pretty bad. It's...
Well, because when you think about it, a lot of foreign nations don't really have as much freedom of speech, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
As we do.
There's quite a few here and there. I mean, I couldn't even really... I am not exactly the most well-informed person on this kind of subject, but I can't, like, maybe Germany. Like, I'm just thinking of AMV editors, where I see most AMV editors from.
Germany, France, Russia. I know a couple from Britain. Russia. I know a couple from Japan.
Ireland it's big with that. Ireland is in trouble with any editors from Ireland are gonna have a lot of trouble from now on. That'll start being implemented sooner or later.
Yeah.
It's implemented in Canada, but it's not enforced. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. There's Tsubasa.
Yeah.
You can see he's the exception of that rule. But yeah, pretty much get aware about this kind of stuff. I mean, they're trying to sneak stuff in and things that, like, it shouldn't. To be perfectly honest, that's U.S. politics, but stupid.
If
but
at first you don't succeed, sneak some more.
Yeah.
That's our politics and our politicians currently today, which is really fucking sad.
I mean, you know what? I'm not even gonna go close to that just because I'm a Democrat, and I will start saying a lot of things that half of our podcast listeners would probably go away. But anyways,
hey, I say go for it. Don't hold back. If you're just, you don't know, your opinion is your opinion. People get mad about your opinion, they shouldn't be listening.
Yeah, I won't just go near that. Politics. Whatever.
Alone saying spin-off podcast.
Oh God, doing it live. But
Yomacon 2012. That's his panel.
Politics and AMVs, serious business. But
it is. Sadly enough, to be honest, it is.
It's starting to be. But yeah, write to your local congressman. Don't let these people do this. I mean, it's nice that, like, companies like Google, Wikipedia, and stuff like that, they're on the side of the internet, which is cool.
Well, of course they are, because if anything becomes restricted, their income drops drastically.
Near
I mean, pretty much it's the big people that are lobbying for it. I mean, are Hollywood. That's the biggest
Oh yeah,
lobbyist
Hollywood
of it.
music industry.
And I'm hoping too, just because I know the people, whatever the people that are part of Hollywood Screen Guild. I don't know the name of the thing, but I know I read an article
Screen
where
Actors Guild.
maybe, but they were pretty much they said they would remove funding from Obama if he didn't come to their side, which that just kind of shows you. It's just like, yeah, they're really trying to buy their way to this bill.
Oh yeah.
And what's pathetic is even without this stuff going through, they're still losing crap loads of money because nobody likes going to the movies now anymore. Nobody likes even buying them because they're all crap. It has nothing to do with the internet. It does have something to do with the internet. It has very little to do with the internet, and most of the fact that nobody's original anymore.
Yeah,
Everybody's movies suck.
very true.
I mean, it's sad, but video games are also getting stolen left and right. I mean, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the biggest selling title of this year, had half of the game, the entire campaign, leaked to the internet, and thousands upon thousands of people played it, but they still made more money at the end of the game in the year. So how can Hollywood say that the internet is killing their funds? Meanwhile, with the gaming industry, the same thing is happening to them, and they're flourishing tenfold.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's
I'm
Not to
retarded.
mention that the people that pirate games usually aren't going to buy that game anyway. So it's not like they're losing out money.
That's the
They would
same thing with.
either not buy it or buy it used, which they get no money from that
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
Well, I mean,
So,
when it comes to used, even the gaming industry is trying to change that because there's a lot of rumors that
oh yeah,
Xbox is
yeah,
trying to block the new upcoming Xbox from playing used games,
yeah.
which I can understand why they want to do that because GameStop is sucking away all of their money that when it comes to being reselling.
Yeah, they make 100% profit on used games.
Which, to be honest, I find GameStop's policies to be idiotic to the max. If they threw, say, 10% of
Sale.
the return sale to the game companies, everyone would be happy. They wouldn't be making 100%, but if even 10% was sold back, they're still making profit on the resold game.
Yeah.
But of course, no, everyone has to be greedy. Everyone has to get every nickel and dime for themselves. Meanwhile, they understand they're only screwing themselves over in the
Eh.
long run.
The funny thing is, most of these politicians that are like supporting this bill don't know jack shit about what they're supporting. There's like things of them in the Congress and they're like, oh man, I'm not a nerd, so I don't know about this, but I like what this bill says. Well, great, thank you. Which I
No,
mean,
here's the thing that they do. They make it purposely long, like 400 or 500 pages, so that they won't read it and they'll just blindly agree to it, and then they'll have all these little into something or other. I can't think of the word. I'm very tired.
Anecdotes.
Anecdotes,
yeah.
whatever, little read between the line things in it, and they'll just like, bam, we got you.
Yeah.
A lot
I mean,
like
the
if
part
you
of
guys
the
remember back this far, remember the immigration bill that Arizona tried to pass? It was 436 pages, I believe. I read the full thing because it was such a hot topic. I wanted to know what the hell I was talking about. Read the full thing. And to be honest, a lot of what they were saying, if implemented in America, would help. Is it a little harsh? Some of it, yeah, and that can be trimmed back. But in the long run, it would have helped America. But in the short run, it left a lot of room to be for racial prejudice. But that also comes down to the fact that nobody trusts anybody in power.
pretty much. I mean, that's
That's
that.
the
That's going
problem.
to the big thing. It's just like I mean, these politicians that are in there, we're partially to blame because we put them there. I mean, some
It's
of
not
the
even that. If you look at it, everyone, no matter how many times we replace people, they keep making the same mistakes. Obama and Bush. Enough said.
that again, I could go into debate about that just because, yeah, but
No, I'm saying everybody's going to make mistakes, and a
yeah,
lot of the time they're going to make the same mistakes as their predecessors, mainly because the people that you're voting in there, it's there's a gap between the voting party, like the majority, a lot of the people who voted for Obama were younger people, if I
yeah.
remember right from the statistics. It was a lot of young people, more younger people came out to vote than in many
Anyway,
many past presidential
yeah.
elections.
Mm-hmm.
But because people thought Obama was a younger president, he'd understand the younger generations better. No.
It's because it was black. Get it right.
Yeah, there's that too.
I mean,
that's
I mean,
that
when
goes into
Obama
whole.
this
was
is a discussion for another podcast, but just with me with Obama, he's playing a long game.
Well, I
That's
mean,
why not a lot of the stuff's working right now. But I don't want to like focus on Obama.
no,
Like,
Obama is playing the smile and shake everyone's hand game and hope that he makes enough of a good impression that nobody will give him backlash if he sides with them one day and against them another day and goes right back to them the next day. He plays the flip flop game, Obama.
I don't know. I read a really good article, just pretty much just the stuff he's doing right now. It would be better implemented in a second presidency, in a second term. But anyways,
He's gonna
let,
win that.
let's
Don't,
get
don't,
let's get
don't
off the let's
stop.
get off the politics because people are probably gonna be sitting here like, oh my god, just shut up, please.
Well, it shouldn't be that way because
Yeah, I know.
it's discussing this stuff is what helps it evolve.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing changes when everything is stagnant and nobody talks about it.
Yeah,
That was the problem with America for the past 25 years.
yeah.
Nobody talked about it. Everyone was just too happy making money, and then everything fell apart.
Yeah.
Gee, I
We'll
wonder
probably
why.
have a full episode dedicated to something like this pretty soon, especially as we get more
Yeah, that's
information
gonna be
on
exactly
this.
an hour. That's gonna be an hour of me just talking.
Yeah.
Not gonna. I have
so
a
it'll be
very
no different from anything else.
I have a severe hatred for the current day politics and the way we run everything.
All right. So
Massive problems.
now let's get out of politics and into Ohayocon and animes and AMVs and woo, what this podcast is usually about. And
Yay!
BG, that's the one thing BG thinks is going to be short, but me and DA have a lot more to talk about than I think he does.
Yes.
Okay,
All
so
he did was
I'm
sit
gonna
down
I'm
at a
gonna go.
game
I'm
like
gonna
a
be on the
kid.
back seat for this one because
Yeah.
through the
You
whole.
and me both.
Let me just say this. I got there Friday. I got the we got our badges before any panels opened. I literally went to like 4 panels the entire weekend.
All right, just to put in perspective, a good chunk of it, I mean, of my at times when I was just kind of hanging around waiting for like panel or something, I would just be sitting next to BG, whether it be about a line of about 14 people in a chair next to him, while he's sitting there playing either Mortal Kombat or Marvel vs. Capcom, and these same 14 people are cycling through for about 5 times, and he's just sitting there just, yep, okay, good game. Yep,
Next.
slaughter, good game. Yep. Oh, almost loses, major comeback, good game.
Oh yeah, I did have that one major comeback. That was hilarious.
You had
Oh.
like 15 of them, don't lie.
I only
DA
remember I only remember the one, and that was where I was with Trish, and she had literally like, if I got hit with anything,
Yeah, I did. That was on Sunday, I think. That was like
yeah,
one of your
that
last
was the
matches.
last thing.
But DA literally put it into perspective. And I just want to explain this, just being the outsider in this, of how sickly good BG is at like. It's disgusting, and how good he is at fighters. They have a 2 TV setup, from what I'm told, like one for games and one for TV. The one with just the television is like a little bit in front of and to the left of the other, so you kind of have to lean back to see it.
Yep.
BG will be playing Mortal Kombat or something like that, and watching pretty much just he'll be leaning back and watching TV while he's kicking people's asses. He's not even looking at the screen playing the video games. He's watching TV, and he's just sitting there, and he has the combo so ingrained into his head
Yes.
that he just slaughters people without even having to look at them.
That
What the
actually has
Fuck.
happened.
Yes. Can't even deny it.
You know, I can't deny it because I have done that before. I've been looking at TV and it's just like, I win.
I call that an aimbotted controller.
BG is
I call that turbo controllers. A, B, and C do a different combo each time. you press A and it runs through the primary combo. B does the limited, and C does the special.
no. See,
He's
I've
good.
watched. I spent a couple matches just looking at BG's hands.
All
disgusting.
right.
It's disgusting.
It was
Oh.
grotesque.
See,
Oh.
none of us put their mind in the gutter but you. I'm really questioning this. This is the second time you've done this.
Oh my.
Oh my.
But yeah, just like literally just I think it seems like to me you finish the combo about 5 moves before it's actually presented on screen. It looks like to me at times.
Oh, for Mortal Kombat, definitely.
It's just like, god damn it.
It's like, when will you stop?
Well, at the one point, like he come out, he's like, "Oh man, my thumbs hurt." I'm like, "Well, no shit."
I actually got a callus.
You just spent 3 hours kicking people's asses in there. And then, I mean, just talk about your. That's pretty much your extent of the con was Major League Gaming. So just explain that. PG.
Yeah. Uh, it was. Okay. Ohayocon is very backwards, because in the booklet, usually when you go to a con, they give you a booklet. It has the schedule in it, and it has the events in it, and it gives you some type of description about the events. So even if it's got some weird name, you're like, oh, I may want to see this now that I know exactly what it is. Ohayocon gives you this big like calendar of a schedule where you have to flip it from front to back to see Friday and Sunday. And in the booklet, they have no description of the events. So
Besides
even
the
if there
main
was,
programming, that's about it.
besides the main ones, the AMV contest and all that. So even if there was an event that I thought looked kind of good, I wouldn't know what it was
Yeah.
unless I literally went up there and read whatever it was or asked somebody about it. So I saw the 4 or 5 panels that I wanted to see, and usually I'll just walk around a con and I'll look at my booklet, I'll see an event that's coming up, I'll read the description, I'll say, okay, that seems kind of interesting, I'll go to that. Nothing like that this time, so I spent a lot of time in the gaming room.
Oh dear God, hold on. Oh my
I hate Tsubasa. I do.
Oh my God.
I don't
So,
like that.
well, we were just sent by Tsubasa.
I don't like that.
Is,
I gotta get up there.
I can't talk. This picture is going in the background at this point, just so people can get instant gratification. But it is a picture of DA's face on all the Clan Ad girls. And if you're familiar with their podcast, you know DA. Actually, I have a story about this too. Scorns Clan Ad. Oh my God.
Oh, I did that purpose.
That's comedy to you people. That's
Oh.
hilarious, man. I don't know what planet you live in. That's what we call comedy on Earth.
Continue, BG.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Okay, so I just spent a lot of time in the gaming room.
Tournaments.
When I went to MonsterCon, which is also in that same convention center, I played some dude in Mortal Kombat in the tournament finals, and he beat me. So he came, and we had a bunch of matches, just having fun with him and a bunch of other people that were entering tournaments. That was my Friday. Saturday, game room. My Mortal Kombat tournament, I won that. Marvel was awful, as usual. So it's just, I just do not
Did
care.
you get any kind of award actually for?
I just gave him my information, and as soon as I won, he said, "Congratulations, come over here, give me all your information, your address, your blah blah blah, your email address." That's all he said to me.
Okay, I mean you might be getting one soon, so. Okay.
And Sunday, I wanted to go to the Walking Dead panel.
Oh yeah, it was full.
Filled up.
It was filled up to capacity, to the point where there was a line in case people walked out to go in.
I know there was still when I came up there, like, okay, they'll be in there. I'll put my head in. He was like, "No, sir."
Yeah.
I was like, "You're in line for the next panel." I was like, "No, we're in line for this panel."
Yeah, it was
Eh.
awful.
Oh God. All right, so now I want to go to a few of my stories. First of all, now that we're on the topic of making fun of DA with that picture.
You're welcome.
Here comes Planet.
No, not this. It's your attire.
Oh.
So we're pretty much been,
Disgusting.
yeah, DA pretty much has come out and said he's likes ponies, and we pretty much have been calling him a brony, which he denies. But you know,
Before you go further into the story, let me just say he wants to go to BronyCon, but he still says he's not a brony. Now you can.
That's BS.
I go to YomaCon. I'm not a Yoma.
there's no such thing as a Yoma. There's such a thing as a brony.
There is such a thing as a Yoma. It's a demon. It is.
And okay, so
Yeah.
the attire, I have a picture of at least of a part of it. So DA had 2 custom shirts made.
2. Yes. You didn't get pictures of the shirt, which I
did
told
not. I mean, you
Good.
guys can take a picture if you want to.
I'm not doing that. You better be taking self pictures or something.
I can't do what some kind of custom rig. I don't.
You can put them down on like a chair or something, or a table.
Do a
Take
MySpace mirror shot.
No, I hate that.
Oh,
I hate that. It's stupid as
that's
crap.
horrible.
I know. It'd be fitting though.
It will be fitting.
But so he had 2 custom shirts made of 2 different ponies. The outline of the pony's head on the front of it, I believe.
No, that was the necklace. The necklace was the head.
Oh,
The back.
Yeah, he
was,
had
He had
two
custom-made necklaces
he had 2 medallions made of 2
that matched
ponies.
the shirts.
And
They
yeah,
were-
then he had a outline of the pony on the back with DA on the bottom of it.
on the top of it.
Whatever. I have a
It's
picture.
not whatever.
No, it's whatever.
It's whatever. Just and then later on Sunday, we were just walking around. We walked through the dealer's room, and then we walked up to the artist alley. And he's like, "Oh, I'll get a picture of my face drawn for $1." So I just walked away and checked out the rest of the artist alley. I come back. I'm like, "Oh, so you getting your drawn face?" He goes, "As a pony." I'm like, "What?" He got himself drawn as a pony,
Yes.
which is $2, by the way. He paid more.
Wow, $2.
Doesn't matter. You could have just had your face drawn, normal, for $1.
as a pony.
$2.
He got himself drawn as a brony.
I got to be a pony.
Raise the alarm, people.
You're an awful.
So
human.
so PG, I think you're gonna need to separate him from your YouTube name and just have him make
Oh, yeah.
a channel called the
I've
competition.
always.
No.
people
Wait, you got to let me finish.
I'm going to finish my joke.
No, then he needs just to make a channel called the competition brony.
That was terrible.
It was.
As I
That's
said,
brilliant.
Stuff.
as I was saying, people have always commented if we were ever gonna split so they could tell us apart. I always said no. I'm giving this serious contemplation. Oh yeah. Ilea
Oh.
on the org when I talked to her a bunch and she was like, "Yeah, are you guys ever gonna split? Because I could never tell you apart." I said, "Nope."
There is no telling apart. I'm never on the org.
Yeah. I was.
But yeah, it's needless to say. And then he took a lot of picture of pony cosplayers.
Oh yeah, I on the camera of the whole weekend. I have. Let me check. I have.
I just imagine Proceed just staring at his computer, shaking his head, just going,
Oh, I don't blame him. He is.
I have 268 pictures. I'd say about 60 of them are ponies.
"Oh my."
Oh my god.
So yeah, like I said, if you were at the convention Proceed, you would have drop kicked him,
Oh yeah.
and then body slammed him for good measure.
Set up a chair like, don't you move, DA.
Nah, in that case, I would have
This
just
is
thrown the
coming.
chair. I would just throw him the chair and pull the boondocks and let everything fall apart.
Oh my god.
It was awful.
Oh yeah.
It was.
I didn't even
awful.
tell you I went to the My Little Pony photo shoot, the impromptu panel, all sort, the actual
Just
panel.
keep digging the grave.
You're not even hitting the
digging.
surface. I don't care. What am I gonna say? Oh, I didn't. No, I
We
like
just
the
want
show.
you. We just want you to admit you're a brony because you are.
Not. They in the actual panel, they actually distinguish between people who like the show and bronies.
You
I can
are a
upload the
brony.
video.
You had yourself drawn as a pony.
You
You're a
recorded
brony.
the panel? Yes, I did. Not all of it though. There is an actual distinction within the brony community.
Nah, you had yourself
There's
drawn.
brony and
As a
brony light.
You're a brony.
No.
You're a disgusting human being.
He
Yeah,
is.
you should be shot.
He really, really is.
You should be shot.
You like a show. Death.
Yeah, shot and killed.
Wow. Okay, everybody, this is my last podcast. Going to be shot and killed, apparently.
Need to be, like, seriously.
You gotta be put to pasture.
Just die.
Just BG, just at some point, just be like, "Don't worry, Mom. I'll take him outside. I'll do it."
Come here, DA.
Oh god. Or Alex's bullet that's probably still traveling to Detroit might still be on its way. So just put him by that trash can, and it'll be fine. But and I guess, and then we'll go into All right, just for we'll kind of go into the AMVs a bit. And this is just one story that I found funny. I mean, pretty much, we all, me and DA both lost, sadly. But
horrendously, we got destroyed. We got smashed.
the video, just pretty much just kind, I'll get into it later. But the videos that I lost to, I wanted to lose to. Just like what? I heard that.
Oh, did you? This mic is too good. I was whispering.
That was BG that said.
Yeah, I know it was BG, but
He can tell us apart now.
yeah, I can.
There's other people that can.
I've seen you guys enough in person, and I know the distinctions. But anyways, when me and DA were watching the first viewing, which was kind of cool because at least for fan wise, I thought our videos kind of got the most applause,
They did.
which was fun. But at the one point when Dragon Step came on, one, there's people headbanging in the audience, which that made me feel awesome. But there's two guys behind us, and they're just like pretty much the video ended. They're like, "Oh god, I hate dubstep, it's such shit." And I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, I'm gonna be that guy. Now I just turn around and give him a blank stare. I'm like, yeah, that was my video. They're like,
it was a good video.
It was well edited and stuff like that, but I just don't like dubstep. I mean, I'm just like, dude, I'm just messing with you. It's fine. I was just at one moment, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna be that guy.
Oh, you know how it would have went down if I was actually there.
It was just one of those things. It's like you say that and like you don't expect that person to be there. It's just like that's just too good of a moment to pass up. You got to do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, then I mean, just the viewings. I think DA has a couple of videos we'll probably upload too. Oh, I'm reading stuff in the chat. Very enlightening. Proceed. Very enlightening. But
yeah, so
that makes sense.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
I was just informed about this last night, and I was like, you know what, that figure.
Yeah. But then DA has some recordings of all of our videos in like the big main hall of the applause and stuff like that. So we'll probably upload those. But yeah, the video I lost to for action was this Madoka Magica one, which was very well edited. Like, it was the best action one besides Dragon Step, in my opinion. So I was like, if I was gonna lose to that, then if I was gonna lose, I wanted to lose to that video. And then for comedy, the one that beat me was very funny. It was a video with Lupin the Third.
Oh wow!
This is the time of Jack Sparrow. That song by Lonely Island.
Yeah.
It was that Lupin, like pretty much the Lupin stuff was, like all of them, like the main, just regular song, and then they had One Piece for
Jack Sparrow.
Pirates of the Caribbean. And they had I don't know what they had for Forrest Gump. They had Ace. Wow, why can't I think of that stupid name? The game with the lawyer.
Ace Attorney.
Thank you.
Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright. Thank you.
Phoenix Wright.
Total brain fart. But yeah, they had for the lawyer part of this, the lawyer lady part of the song. They had one of the women from Phoenix Wright, and then for Scarface they had Penny Stocking. Yeah, and there's whatever I don't know the character's name. I still need to watch that show, to be perfectly honest.
Great show.
One of
His name is Brief.
Yeah, he's just, like pretty much this is
Of course it is.
black dude that was, snorting a lot of cocaine, which made sense.
Woo!
But that was really funny. But they did give Deadly Nyan Yan a good shout out, and this is the one thing. There's just a little thing like the one girl came up, she's like, I really loved your video. The whole Google thing was awesome. She's like, but I really just didn't like your text. And I'm just sitting there smiling, but in my mind, I'm just being bitter. I'm like, I really lost the fucking text. Are you kidding me? Like, damn it.
Yeah,
But
I was recording the whole thing, and he was just standing there
meanwhile,
nodding and smiling. I'm like, he's getting laid into it. He's not happy. I can tell.
meanwhile, me at home somehow sensed this and got very happy.
you're sitting there, you're like pissed about something. You're like, huh, I feel much better all of a sudden.
It's like I'm just sitting
I
there,
feel
it's a normal day, all of a sudden, just random giant grin creeps up on my face. Yeah, Lone just lost. I sensed it.
But yeah, she just, I guess, and then later, me and Da went up and just asked about her. Like, I asked about Dragon Step as well, and he asked about his video. And I mean, they got pretty good marks from their score sheet. They had a very interesting score sheet. I was just kind of pissed because of Dragon Step. It was just like they had stuff for like flow, sync, effect use, and then like originality. And of course, Dragon Step, it was like out of 10, and Dragon Step got like a 6. I was like,
Dragon Ball, what can you do?
it's because of Dragon Ball G. It's like you can't help that. And
It's because of Dragon Ball and dubstep. The two things people seem to have a problem with. One because it's horror, and the other because it sounds like shit most of the time.
yeah, but I mean, I think that one got like a 45, and Deadly Nyan Nyan got a 46. I think they're out of 50, and then what Romance got a 33. Your video, Da?
Yeah, it got a 37.
Sorry, I was watching you.
Yeah,
Oh.
I recorded the video and I'm showing it to BG of you just standing there
Taking this abuse.
Yeah.
getting talked down to
Yeah.
about your video.
How
But-
dare you submit this piece of garbage?
No, she liked it. They
I mean,
all
she liked it, but it's just, in my mind, I was just thinking, I'm like, really? It was the text.
the text.
But yeah. I mean, and then
Of course
she had compliments for both of our videos. Oh, just I mean there's disagreements in I guess our minds and our opinions of AMVs. Like she just said the transitions and she didn't like some of the transitions in DA's video, which I didn't mind. I didn't see any problem with any of them, me personally. And then I know she said there's like some sync issues in Dragon Step, which very confused me a lot. But
Very confused.
whatever.
I just love pointing stuff out like that.
I know. But I mean, that's just different, I guess, difference in editing opinion. They're the judges, so. And the video that won it was a really well-made manga video with poker face
That
and
won
video.
3 different awards.
It won the manga video, too?
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
did.
did. That's weird though. Why would you be allowed to do that?
Yeah, that should probably
You almost
change.
spoiled you. Like you
Yeah,
said.
because my video, they said it would have won other if it wasn't gonna win best in show. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Give other people a chance.
Exactly. But,
you shouldn't be saying that.
But it was kind of funny just because, I mean,
That's
when
the
after I
most-
found out that I, like, pretty much lost, I'm like, okay. But, like, I said, the videos I lost to, I was happy I lost to him. But then DA's just sitting there, like, all, like, pissed, like, just kind of mad. I'm just like, you're pissed, aren't you? He's just like, this is the first time I've lost in 3 years. Like,
I don't know this feeling.
I'm just pretty much, I'm like,
What's with the deep black guy voice?
It wasn't just a deep.
you
black
have the
guy.
deepest voice here.
It was the deep black guy money bags. He had the money bags inflation on it.
This is the first time I've lost in 3 years.
This was the first time I've lost in 3 years.
Yeah,
I
just
need to go home and dry my eyes with a couple of hundreds.
but I mean, just with me pretty much going, was it 0-5 now?
Yeah,
Like,
happily.
my heart is pretty much.
I didn't mean to laugh at that.
My heart has pretty much become stone. It's just I can accept it now, but it's like DA. I'm just like, yeah.
You realize
It's hardened now.
you realize
No,
you're
I can't
gonna have the
imagine
hope of victory at
Yoma.
Yomacon. You're gonna think you're gonna win.
I can't imagine how you were feeling at Yoma. 6 videos and it didn't win anything. I was pissed about one video not winning anything, but
Yeah.
I would have went.
Yeah.
with
I kind of already. I mean, I have one entry in right now. Well, not in, but I have one entry made that I already know I'm going to submit to Yomacon.
Oh, here we go.
The text video.
That's what I figured. What are you entering for? Action?
Other.
Other?
Yeah.
Other.
Because I mean, it's a lot of mix of things. There's action, has a little bit of
Do
comedy.
you remember?
Profile.
Do you remember what won Other last year?
Yes, I do.
Do you think that video has any shot of winning in the other category?
I think it has a better chance of there than action, to be perfectly honest.
To be honest, it doesn't stand a chance in either. Because
Because Post is gonna sweep everything.
other is going to be won by a random LSD user who managed to make the trippiest freaking video on earth.
They actually submitted that one into Ohayocon.
Really?
That video was there. I mean, DM like, all right, let's get the LSD ready.
It's time to time to trip balls.
Yeah,
we're
that
talking.
one, and actually, and then the actually the oh god damn it, the Gears of War song that was in Yomicon.
Huh?
Corrupt?
Wait, what?
I don't know what you're
It's
talking
from the
about.
it's from the trailer from Gears of War 1.
I had to.
Oh, Mad World.
Mad World. That the video that was in Yomicon was also in Ohayocon as well.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, was it Brad's vid?
The Mad World. It was in tribute to a director that passed away.
To the people of
You can-
PG, whoever
There's
you are.
there's a couple that were in there, and then the one who won Romance was Galia and Kitty. For a very the one judge, I must say, like the reason he upvoted it so much was just because it was like a nostalgic thing of him remembering when they would rip VHS tapes onto a computer and stuff like that. Then he's like, the quality's good, so I'm not sure it's from VHS. I'm like, it's from a DVD. It's too good of quality, so that took them like 5 minutes. It didn't take them 60 hours to rip from a VHS tape, and it's just like, eh.
The one guy on the panel of judges, and he's just herp and derp.
Yeah.
You people.
I'm quite impressed.
You just rip anybody that doesn't just.
No.
Thumbs up
I'm sorry,
everything
but
you
that
do.
was just not a very smart thing to say.
There's another thing
it
too.
should
He
be
said there was
used-
like good effect use in the video, and it was like entirely raw, almost.
It shouldn't be used to
Sway
as
decision.
your judging criteria.
No. Just how he was explaining, he didn't know that if it was a VHS rip, when it was such high quality that there was no tracking lines or anything. It was just, he was like, I don't know if this is. I was just like, what?
But and there's quite actually, I just remember another funny story. But then I mean, just some of the panels we went to. I went to a couple voice actor panels, which I'll get to in a bit. But just the one panel that I have a story for him with me and DA. We went to this abridging panel. That it was just these guys that make this. It's like Dangerous Box Productions or something like that, whatever they're called, something like that. But they make a Pokemon abridged series, which is like kind of From a couple of episodes, there's a Pokemon abridged series called Poke Bridge from One Kid's Entertainment. It's a lot better. But the one thing in that, like they showed weekly tube shows, one of weekly tube shows Dragon Ball videos. They showed the latest episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and they showed Fist of the North Star by Weekly Tube Show. And but the one thing that probably made me laugh the hardest, this is at the expense of DA and BG, but it made me laugh just because DA was sitting right next to me. It was they did the Pokemon episode. See, Procedure members. You know the episode where Ash caught Muck, where they're at that like really polluted factory.
Oh, you must be shit serious thinking I remember Pokemon.
I'm just
I have not seen an episode of Pokemon, I don't know, maybe 5 years?
But I remember the episode as soon as I saw it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
But yeah, it's pretty much just like this giant polluted factory that they're going into, and like they're trying to turn the power back on, Pikachu stick, whatever. But anyways, it shows like all this smog coming out of this factory, and then the first thing that you see is that factory, all the pollution. It says, "Meanwhile, in Detroit," and I just started laughing so hard just because DA was next to me, and that was funny. I just see DA. I just look over DA, just shaking his head, just.
That's picking a low hanging fruit. I'm sorry. That's too easy.
Nah,
Might
it's
as
just
well
worse.
make a Nyan Cat video.
I'm
But yeah.
choking on the laughter.
That made me laugh a lot. And I mean, DBZ Bridge, it's funny whenever. I think one of the guys actually tried to do like he was going onto the screen, tried to do a barrel roll, ripped his pants, which is kind of funny. But
Have cute.
one of I went to just a few voice panels here and there. I went to a Todd Habercorn panel. It's kind of funny just because one, the seating was really weird. It was like a whole bunch of tables. Looked like it should have been like a business dinner. Like and then like they had to
best for money bags.
yeah. Yeah. But and we're just all sitting there and just like I guess it's like time for the panel or whatever, and we're just looking. It's like all right, I guess Todd should be here or something. Then like there's like the table on the stadium, and all of a sudden Todd just rises up from underneath it. He's just like looks around, and was like, what the fuck? That saw that. We did a DBZ panel. Me and DA went to a DBZ panel. You film most of it, right?
Most of it. I didn't get the first little bits of it.
But there's the big thing. I asked a question about like because it was Chris Ayers and J. Michael Tatum.
Tatum.
But then they played Frieza and Zarbon respectively. And I just asked them how it was to go from like their lighter voice of like I guess their normal form characters to like the deeper voices and like the gravelier voices. And Greg Ayers was pretty much, or I mean Chris Ayers went on this whole explanation, and he's just like he pretty much he's like I've said in other panels that I've like they had my voice pitched, but he's like I can do all three voices, and he's like Frieza first form is here, Frieza second form is here, Frieza third. Like he goes into such a deep register. Now we'll post a video probably on the Way of the Pride podcast channel, but it was one of those things where I was like he did it, and I was just like, whoa, like it sounded creepy, like seeing him talk like that. And the only reason he didn't actually do it was just because he didn't have the
range.
the like breathing range to like do all of these long lines, like long and intelligent sounding lines that Frieza would do. So they just pitched his voice down from like the second form,
so he can get all the inflections in.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things where it's like holy shit. And I mean J. Michael Tatum, like Zarbon and then Monster Zarbon. I mean he voiced Scar and FMA, so he can go deep. And it's
have to go deeper.
Yeah, it was. All right. Sorry, my mind was in the gutter there for a second.
Of course it was.
See, that's just the thing is just because, I mean, I kind of assumed it, but he pretty much just said like J. Michael Tatum is gay. I thought he was, but now I know.
Yeah, you couldn't just say, he's gay.
Yeah. Oh, his stories about Chris Sabat were pretty funny. Where it's just like Chris Sabat, he's like completely like open with everybody. And it was just like, he's like, all right, so this character, I mean, he's just kind of like flamboyant, he's like expressive, but he's kind of like he's a little bit, and Michael's like, gay, yeah, that, but yeah, just go up with it, be, energetic, fun, but I mean, you don't have to be, kind of gay, yeah. This is like this whole thing, like.
So he's like you're talking to me. It's like you're talking to me.
He's very open about it. Like he's very open about being gay and stuff like that. So he doesn't want people to be uncomfortable with it. And for some reason, like Chris Sabat is.
And he does a very good Chris Sabat impersonation.
Yeah.
Sounds just like him.
I went downstairs anyway.
It was. I mean, overall.
I went downstairs.
Ohayocon was way better. To be perfectly honest.
Oh, Yoma can't be beat by like anything.
Ever.
Well, I don't know. New York Anime Con is supposedly the best.
No.
No.
I'm sorry. I honestly believe nothing can compete with Yoma. Maybe it's
Really?
because it's the first con I went to. Maybe because it's my home con.
Maybe it's because of the 24-hour AMV room of greatness.
It's just so much fun there. They're like always something to do.
Yeah.
Not just sitting in like the game room for 80% of the con. There's always like a panel to go to. There's always some different type of AMV thing to go to.
Yeah.
Which leads into something I was going to say about the panels that I went to, because I had a nice little amount of panels and things to do, because I like to spend my con time. I'm spending all this money and stuff. I'm going to go to panels. I'm going to get autographs. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm not going to sit down for more than about 30 minutes if there's something to do.
I really have no interest in getting autographs.
Me neither, to be honest. Even at Yoma, I really wasn't chasing after people for autographs.
Yeah.
That's like the number 3 reason I go to cons, because I just like. Anyway, yeah. So there's pretty much just most of the time I was doing something, except Saturday at about about 7, where there was absolutely nothing to do.
There was nothing going on.
I left early on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I was
it
staying
was-
That's
at
how crap it was.
I was staying at a friend's house, and I'm just like, yeah, there's really nothing.
It was like
I'm
going
gonna
to-
go to your house and get
19.
drunk.
I mean, I did play some beer pong, but
Yeah, from
Exactly.
7. It was from 7:30, which was the end of One Piece according to 4Kids, till 12 o'clock. There was nothing to do. Absolutely nothing that would interest me. But
I
you
mean-
know, I went to an impromptu My Little Pony panel, so I spent my time very wisely.
Of course.
I just
No,
been- I
here's
just
what
been-
happened. Here's what happened with that. I'm taking pictures. I'm taking a picture of someone as a pony. And they said, "Hey, do you know about the meetup?" I'll say, "What meetup?" "Oh, yeah, just go here at this time." And I went there. They were like, "Okay, everybody, we're moving to this room. We got a nice little setup going on. We're gonna watch some episodes." And that's what I did for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Kick back and watch some My Little
Okay,
Pony
you
episodes.
said you always want to be doing something at cons. I just,
Every day I'm
whenever-
shuffling.
I always want.
Oh,
Always
I feel like my brain has got a drop kick, and I'm losing brain cells rapidly.
silence for me.
Oh, my
BG,
brain
please continue.
it hurts now.
As I was saying, when I go to a con, I go to whatever interests me or whatever I believe I'll have a lot of fun at. So when there's like no panels going on, I'll go to like a game room or the A&V room where I can sit and just have some fun, as opposed to
Yeah.
going to a panel
Oh, yeah, no,
that I have like that I'm kind of wishy-washy on.
There was no panel that I was like 60%. Yeah, what am I gonna do? No, it was either about 80 or 100%.
Okay.
Pretty much, it was kind of the same thing with me. If there wasn't a panel I was going to, it was either I was in the game room or I was in the card game room playing Magic. One of the two.
I was taking pictures. That's where all.
Oh God. Okay, coming out of the dealer's room
Oh,
the
here
one
it
day,
comes.
and I mean, during the gaming episode, you heard DA's emphatic love for Bayonetta,
Yes.
and
We walked out of there. I
we-
saw the hair. I just went, "Oh, Bayonetta!" And I just like dodged 8 people. I was like, "Can I get a picture, please?"
I mean,
Oh.
literally, it's just like Bayonetta, and he just ran.
Yeah.
I was just like,
No, we were in the middle
bye, like.
of something. We were just like, "Yeah, you know, Bayonetta!" Not just jet it.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, the girl who was cosplaying her was good looking too. She filled the part nicely. As we're walking away, I'm just like, dude, just keep it in your pants. That's all I'm gonna say. Just from the way he ran off, I wasn't surprised. Like,
I was gonna rape her. No, DA. No.
You know, I actually wouldn't doubt it.
Ouch.
DA's got that face.
What?
He's got that rape
Well,
face
when
going on.
I'm a
Five
rape you,
Planet
bitch.
video pictures. Yeah, I got that.
DA's
face.
that unforgivable guy.
He's the pimp, man.
Heavy sigh.
Pimp Riddler.
Pimp Riddler.
Oh God. Yeah, that was pretty funny. There was a lot of good cosplay there. Dude, I need to send this picture to you, Proceed. There was a Carmine, or it was like a cog, just with the cog helmet on. This guy literally made this giant ass Gatling gun that actually like worked. It span and then like the front lit up of it.
Really?
It was fucking sick. There's a couple good gears, and I actually got a really good Commander Shepard. And the back of his suit was
a
glowing and shit.
good Commander Shepard.
Yeah, the armor was awesome. N7 armor.
Really?
It was actually, I think it might have been the last picture I took. I was walking out from the last day, and he was standing there. I was like, Shepard, picture. Actually, I'm gonna go through it, just list off some of the stuff that I
Yeah,
took pictures of.
I didn't see any Shepards at Youmacon, so now I'm slightly impressed.
Yeah, I mean it was a really good Shepard. We have a picture for Tsubasa too. BG found this thing for a con in West Virginia called Tsubasa Con.
Yeah, I've heard about Tsubasa-con. I've actually heard
Got
about that.
There's actually in the art sale. There's these really good balloon statues, like
yes.
one of a Tachikoma from Ghost in the Shell.
One from giant robot from Evangelion. I don't know their names.
And Evangelion,
The red one.
Is that what it's called?
Well,
Asuka.
yeah. hers. But I got a Vash.
I took a picture of it, so I can
Commander
post
Shep.
that.
God,
later.
I'm just looking at the picture now, and the armor just looks sick.
Shouldn't this podcast be like a slideshow to go along with it with all?
Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, just like Commander Shepard. There's a good one of Gambit that we got. He even had like red contacts.
The Gam dog.
And cars. I wish he would have had the cars in a Royal Flush or something. They were just like random
Scattered.
cars, but you know, that's like my one complaint. He was great.
It's like, actually, for the picture, could you light the cards on fire, please?
No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Come on.
Then there's a giant ass Master Shake.
Yes.
I was walking around. That one was pretty funny.
There was a Big Daddy that lit up.
Oh yeah, I didn't get a picture of it. DA did.
I got like 4 pictures and a video.
Oh, I have a picture of in the main hall. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's a picture of DA scowling, and right behind him is. Oh wait, I forgot to explain this story. There was a Clan Ad romance video, and
Do you really need to say anything beyond that?
in the main showing? I mean, I know you don't like it, but I've never seen you not like it before.
Yes.
Literally,
tell us.
his face,
I've never seen
like
you
he's literally sitting there mumbling to himself. He's like, that scene. I hate that scene. God, I hate this. That doesn't make sense. God, the kid is stupid. I'm just sitting there like, wow.
He does not. He hates this series.
Really
Y'all just don't realize it.
Really
Well, I
do.
mean, I knew now, but now
I mean,
knew.
you guys have just never seen his facial expression when you
I have now.
when you talk about it, when you joke about it. It's awful. It really is.
But I have a picture of him like scowling with that video in the background. It's kind of hard to see the video, but
It should have been a video of the.
yeah. But
Speaking of pictures, I have a picture of me and you making sad faces when we lost.
yeah. And a video. I had such a great plan too. If I won, I was pissed. I was gonna have one picture of me holding up whatever fucking award I got, and the next picture for Proceed of me flipping off the camera. That was my plan.
I feel loved now.
But
Yeah,
back to the pictures. I got a Ness that actually was like sick with a yo-yo. Black Ness, but still.
Whoa.
Ness is white.
Whoa.
But still, you know, I can forgive Afro Ness.
It's Dread's Ness actually. But and then there's a really sweet Gray Fox that I found. Sick ass helmet. Couple like I got a group of DBZ cosplayers of Tien, Chaozu, Bulma, and Vegeta. Then there's the Cog. God damn it. That gun is awesome. And then, yeah, got an Altair, I got an Ezio just for Proceed.
Yay!
There's the fucking pony medallion. And, oh yeah, I know DA got a picture, 2 rare Dragon Ball cosplays that we found.
Yes,
Ox
a Boo
King?
and a Frieza.
Oh, that too, but Ox King and King Kai.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a legit Boo. It actually had the tentacle, like, grafted onto his head.
Yeah, it went all the way down to his butt. It was.
That's
Very
Why
impressive.
did you realize that part?
Yeah, God, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, we'll have all these pictures posted. We're probably gonna put them on one of our threads on the forum, and we'll have a link to that thread.
Oh, the Kakashi with the 2 keyblades. That was a good one. And don't worry, I'm gonna take out all the ponies on my pictures. I'll just send them to Tsubasa or something.
That'll work. Oh.
Steampunk Joker.
Oh yeah, I definitely need to be the Joker next Ohayocon. Most definitely. But so how we doing on time right now?
Let's see. Anybody want to take a guess before I go to it?
Nah,
48. 48.
All right, I'm guessing we're under right now.
I'm gonna
No,
say,
no, that was my guess. We weren't.
Oh,
I'm gonna say we're about 55.
let's see.
Oh, 54!
Ah, so close.
The man is a god. He cheated. He cheated. You were sitting here looking at me.
But yeah, just the voting. Actually, another thing about going to the voting system of the AMV, it was very interesting. There was like I guess the audience was a judge, from my understanding.
I think their likes were taken into consideration.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a sheet there where it's like they had all this categories separated, and then you circled your favorite of each category, and then your overall favorite for fan favorite at the bottom. But yeah, and we'll link if I can find it. We'll link the manga video because it was a really good video.
Oh yeah, best
Poker.
manga video. I particularly do not find manga videos interesting because it's usually just like a green
Zooming in, zooming out.
and
Yeah.
like a green coloring, or they'll have the lyrics in the text or something.
Yeah,
That was just very innovative and very good.
yeah. But actually, just I guess plans for future conventions. I want to go to a few more here and there. I definitely would like to go to MonsterCon if you guys are gonna go again.
Yo, we're definitely going.
Yeah.
Chris Sabat is the second guest announced.
Shit, I'm definitely going now.
It's happening.
Yeah,
It's happening.
And it's in
I
the
canceled
summer.
my Evo trip for this.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, actually, this is another stupid thing. Where the fuck did that snow come from?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Last day?
on the last
Yeah.
day. We
Yeah.
looked
I
out,
literally-
we were getting ice cream and we looked outside and it was just like
I like literally when I took the bus from my friend's house to the con, sunny. It was beautiful. It was like for winter, it was nice out. And I like literally, I would like take the picture of Commander Shepard. I'm like, all right, thanks to look outside. I'm like, holy shit. To put in perspective, it was snowing horizontally.
Oh yeah.
It was it was completely.
We looked out the
horizontal.
window, it looked like static.
Yeah, but the funny thing was, I rode the bus back to like closer to OSU, sunny. It was just in downtown Columbus. It was hilarious. Like I literally got on the bus. I like just called the bus. Was getting the bus. I was like, oh thank God. I get in. And it's like we drive like 2 minutes and the snow just stops.
Yeah,
And then 2 minutes later, it's sunny. I'm like, wow, that's weird.
Ohio
but,
sucks.
It
At
weather-wise,
least our
yeah.
snow sticks to the ground, which it currently is.
We had a little. I mean, some of it stayed around. This has been a really weird winter here.
Oh yeah. Do
It's
you
been
wanna
It's been a
take-
weird winter in general. Where have
It's
you
been tame, very tame.
I have to.
But
Yeah,
Yeah, this is kind of a.
but for
Yeah, with
let's
your-
see, I'm gonna be submitting videos to other cons, like even if I'm going to it now, just for the sake of
It's time
entering.
to start spamming. I
Yeah.
need my awards.
But I mean, I'd like just to throw my videos out there too.
Let me just say this: if you win like 2 awards with the same video, stop submitting that.
Yeah. That's
Shin!
Because I really don't like when constantly
Shin.
just
safety dance.
Shin.
He's
But,
got like 92 awards off his.
Safety
Really,
dance.
he doesn't need anymore. I'm sorry. He should just stop.
You're good. You're very, very good. Your video is excellent.
It's
Stop
better than
it.
anything I'll ever do. Yes, I realize this. Could you please stop shoving it in my face?
But I know I'm probably gonna go to Colossal Con, which is also in Ohio, kind of closer to
I don't know
Cleveland.
about that.
Closer to Cedar Point, Sandusky. But
been?
but it's actually I think closer than Ohayocon is to you guys, to be perfectly honest. But then go to MonsterCon, and then for Youmacon next year,
This year.
we're planning. I mean, we kind of were just talking about it right now, but we definitely want to try to get a panel next year.
This year.
This year. My bad. But definitely, just because I know apparently there was supposed to be how to do an AMV panel, but no one wanted to do it. So, hey, we'll do it. And I mean,
Malone is just on that.
yes, I mean, it'd be fun too. You had fun during the.
Oh yeah, when I got
It's
pulled up on
beginning.
stage. With
Yeah,
the-
exactly. That was just really fun. I mean, I doubt a lot of people will come, but some will. That'd just be a fun time. And
Hey, as long as 5 people come, we've done it.
yeah, we gotten people there, and that, and like also maybe one in Ohayocon too, if we can, because I mean there, wasn't really filled with awesome content, so we could just throw ourselves in there somewhere. Just
Maybe that's the problem with the Ohayocon. It didn't really have a dedicated AMV room.
yeah, that
Yoma's just spoiled me. It
That-
really has.
I think that convention hall would be a little harder to do, just the way it's set up
Yeah.
in comparison to Ohayocon. But
Yoma had that big giant room, and they didn't have that many huge rooms.
Yeah. But definitely want to try that. Just pretty much do like a just from what I was thinking about it, just be like how to make it just like how to make an AMV kind of sort of good on YouTube. Just have 3 dot dot dots. It's like how to make an AMV dot 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 sort of kind of good dot 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 on YouTube. Just because I mean like there's the org, and then here's cons and like people like some people from YouTube and some people from come to cons, and then over here in the far left is YouTube's own little thing over here. So yeah, well I mean
I'm trying to come up with some type of analogy where there's just like a lot of people, and then you sometimes get the couple shining stars. I'm trying to think of some type of like sporting event. Yeah, college
Live
football.
videos.
College football. That's perfect because it's got like 70 schools and 80 bowl games, and you get the 5 or 6 great players.
Yeah, true.
That's
true.
what YouTube is. The org is the NFL, and the cons are like the Canadian Football League.
No, the cons. Cons are. There's
like
only-
the Pro Bowl, like we're like some of the big heavy hitters from
Yeah,
like
okay, that makes sense.
both leagues, I guess, or whatever. Not like college and versus
Yeah, the YouTube
NFL, but like
YouTube and the org.
like if you
That's
count
what they
like
keep.
if you count like YouTube, the NFC, and the org, the AFC, it's like the heavy hitters of both coming into one thing.
I would switch that, but we're just going into semantics right now.
Boy, yeah, I don't know football, so whatever.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, and speaking
I
of
was-
that, on that topic, apparently YomaCon is going to be like a lot more org oriented because of what happened with
And then you see,
ASEN.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went to that ACN. It was
yeah,
awful.
oh yeah.
So apparently it's going to be a lot more org oriented at YomaCon this year. So it's going to be very interesting
wanna
to come to
mention
AMPs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since we're talking about this, let's
Actually, now that I think about it, are they going to get a bigger room now that they're switching to that Kobo Center? Or whatever
Yeah.
it's called?
Definitely.
I think it's just gonna be half and half, kind of like Ohayocon, where it's just a few rooms in the convention center.
it's gonna be more like a ACN that doesn't suck.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean,
No, let us go into this ACN.
okay. Go ahead.
We're
So-
gonna complain about AC.
Yeah, we're gonna complain about how they treated the whole like
Con.
the con and the AMV in particular. So the con is split into 4 different buildings.
4. Wait, was it 4? No. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it was 4.
It was
I
split.
wasn't.
And that was our math lesson of the day.
No,
I can count to 4. No higher though.
it's split into 4 different buildings. Sometimes you gotta go outside because they're not like some type of connecting
No,
thing.
none of them are connected.
Oh, none of them were connected.
None of
Okay,
them.
so you had to look to see what panel you wanted to go to. You had to look to see where the building was in proportion to where you were. Then you had to go outside and walk like half a block to get there, or across the street or something.
At what time of the year was this?
This was when is they
Summer.
saying? It's like
Summer.
May.
It was summer.
Okay, so.
It was nice outside.
It was May, yeah.
Except for at night, it was cold.
Oh yeah, it was freezing. It's Chicago. I mean.
Yeah.
So the AMV rooms, since we're waiting for, there was nothing going on Friday. We sit outside where the AMV room is supposed to be. We see Nate and Matt just walk by. Not Matt, I think it was Julius.
Yeah.
And they're just walking back and forth. And then they were like, yeah, this isn't going to be where the AMV room is. It was in one of the buildings. So they go to the entirely different building because that part of the building, they didn't have electricity in that part.
What?
And it was an AMV room. So
Yeah.
clearly they needed
Kinda
electricity.
needed a little bit.
So, no, the first part, the first one was just too small, I think it was. It only seated like 40 people.
No, because you remember, he was the first person that we saw when we got out the cab. We were like, hey, there's Nate. And the last thing he said to us was, we don't have any power.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. So then they go to the other building, and the other one, if I remember correctly, didn't have power either.
Yeah, they had to
They had to jerry rig like some extension cords to get power into that place. So DA and I are sitting around 5 to 6 hours just waiting for the A&V room to get set up. They eventually said, "You guys should not be sitting. Come sit inside." So we sat aside and we talked to everybody for a while, and it was like another hour and a half, 2 hours before it even started. That it was horrible.
The panels. Every room was too small. About 75% of the panels got turned away because it was overcrowded.
And then the people that would get like a small group of people would get the bigger room that is seated like 2 or 3 times as many people.
That happened a couple years ago at Youmacon too, a little bit, but not as bad, I'm guessing.
No, it was nowhere near as bad as Youmacon. Youmacon, they just didn't expect like Team 4-Star and all of them to get that amount of people.
Yeah.
And they were still seated in a rather large room, not 2009, but
yeah, it was still
2010. They were seated in a rather big room. But this one, it was just like, hey, we got this Japanese direct from Italia, and we're gonna sit them in a 50-seat room. It was just no.
I will say this right now. Of all the cons I've went to, ACN 2011 was the worst con I've ever went to. There was half the time there was nothing going on. You had to walk everywhere just to get to a panel. We literally had to walk like 3 buildings away to get to one Piece panel, and then walk outside and go somewhere else for something else. One of the buildings had like 4 rooms for panels. What is the point of that? Like,
There is no point to that.
it was just awful. It was set up so horribly.
That was not a good con.
It was not a good con. Yeah. The lines were atrocious.
Yes. the registration line. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Registration was supposed to open at like, what was it, 9, 10 o'clock?
I think it was 10.
Whatever it was an hour later than it was supposed to be.
That was kind of funny though at Ohayocon. Now I think about it, I got in
money
there.
bags is coming up. I arrived 4 hours later than you, and I am already caught up to. We arrived there at what was it, 6:37?
I think it was about 7.
Registration opened at 9. We waited there for 2 hours. Lone walks up with like 30 minutes to go before it starts, and we're moving, and he catches up to us. Come on now.
I was in pre-reg, and like literally right as they're like about to get into the area, where like I see them getting close up to the area, like pretty much the room, like the line, like it breaks off and goes into the room where the registration stuff is. And I just kind of like was walking up, and I was tapping. I'm like, "Oh, fancy meeting you here." And they're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. Oh, we've definitely going over now. Yeah, we're at an hour 7. Before we get out of here, I want to throw out this idea of doing some type of like AMV riff tracks thing where we don't feature the video, we just do the audio for it. We'll watch a video, we'll do the audio for it. You know, we'll review it while we watch it.
Yeah.
And then we'll just upload it to the podcast channel. And then people
we can just do an episode of that too, kind of like how Nate did it.
Yeah, and then we'll just link the video and they can
I mean, we can ask for permit. Well, if we're trashing it, that'd be bad to ask for permission of it.
Exactly. We don't.
I mean, it'd have to be something. For that, it had to be like something on the org. But if there's stuff on YouTube, we would just have to link it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be fun. That was enjoyable in This Week in AMVs. So that'd be fun. Perhaps maybe the next episode. Who knows? Time will tell. That's a hook. I like that. We should do that more often.
You got the chops, kid.
All right.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we shall bid you adieu.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be the title of the episode?
No.
Okay.
No. The title of that is DA with DA's head on Clan Ed. That's gonna be something along the lines of that title.
No one said it.
Oh, yeah, somebody did say it, but do we really want to spoil it?
That's true. We should just have the title be going ha 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 ha, just laughter.
No, we need a laugh track.
I think that's our laugh track.
That's the point. We need a laugh track.
And that's our laugh track, because I think that's the hardest we've ever laughed at anything besides DA, of course.
Oh no, I believe
But,
Titan robbery was the
That was probably
pinnacle.
we got a lot of stuff to look through. But yeah,
Because Tsubasa told me, he was like, this has to be shown to him where there can be proof of his reaction. I was like, all right, I can do this. I can make this happen. And podcast.
all right. Well, I think that wraps it up. Thank you for listening, peoples. Goodbye.